Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Lauren, please?
This is she.
Hey, Lauren, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Where are you calling from?
Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Okay. Why are you calling?
I'm
Sorry.
calling because we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then aren't calling them back, and they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and ask if something went wrong.
Okay, I didn't email anyone.
I know you didn't email
I
us.
didn't give the... Okay.
Somebody emailed us about you, though.
About me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners.
Okay.
His name is James.
Oh my God.
You remember going out with James?
You know what? I don't think this is a good idea for me to talk to you.
Really? Can I just tell you real quick what he said about you? Because I really would like for you guys to go out again because he liked you a lot.
Well, first of all, he shouldn't have said anything about me.
Okay. Well, he told us about your first date, and he told us about the embarrassing incident.
What do you mean?
Well, he said that during the date, he was kind of tickling you, you're messing around, and then you passed gas.
He told you that?
Yes, he did.
It's okay, don't be embarrassed.
But it's not a big deal, and that's why we're.
First of all, it's not even about being embarrassed. I cannot believe he would still... What was the whole point of him calling you and he called you to tell you that so you could just embarrass me on the radio?
No, not at all, Lauren. He called and told us that because when we do this segment, we always talk to people about the date that they went on to figure out if there's anything awkward that happened.
Well, that's really messed up. He shouldn't have told you that because it's private.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. The only reason he told us that, though, was because he thought that's why you weren't calling back because you were embarrassed.
This is so up. He should be embarrassed. He's a complete weirdo. Like, I thought he was a psycho, and obviously he is.
Why do you think he's a psycho?
First of all, it was like weird that he was tickling me, by the way. That's like so weird.
I thought that. Okay, so you sound like you don't like him very much. Before we let you...
I mean, like, I'm sorry. If you would like to know what a weirdo he is, I'm happy to tell you because obviously he has no problem calling a radio station and telling them something personal about me.
I would love to hear what a weirdo he is. And I'm sorry. You shouldn't be embarrassed. We're not trying to embarrass you at all.
No.
It's more just so James can know why you're not calling him back.
Well, so we went out for breakfast on our date because, like, I wanted to make sure he wasn't a weirdo, and it was actually nice. And then he wanted to know if I wanted to take a drive. It was a really nice day out, and on the drive, it was beautiful. It was like the perfect day. And so we just stopped in parks. Like, we just stopped at various places. But then when we got to one place, and he pulled over, and I was like, oh, why? I thought he was going to try to make out with me. And he told me that he had something he wanted to show me. So he got out of the car, and I got out of the car, and he walked me back to the trunk of the car.
Oh my gosh.
That is scary already.
What was going through your mind at that moment?
I was worried that there was going to be like a sledgehammer, but I was hoping it would be like, I don't know, like maybe he was getting a jacket or something. You know what I mean? I was like, maybe he's getting a jacket.
Right.
So he opened the trunk and he pulled out an urn. Like a silver urn.
Weird.
And he said, "This is really important to me. Like, this is really special to me. This is my father."
What?
Whoa.
Like, yeah.
That's a little bit heavy for a first date.
Yeah, and I didn't even know what to think. I was just silent. Like, I didn't even ask anything. I didn't want to know anything about it at that point.
Yeah.
And then he just says, because my father really loved birds, and so whenever I drive to someplace beautiful and see bird feeders, I stop because it was his final wish that I sprinkle his ashes into the bird feeders so he can be free with the birds.
Oh wow. That's a lot. That's kind of weird. I mean,
so weird.
If that's his father's last wishes, that's one thing. But to do that with you on a first date, like, hey, we're going to share this special experience and feed my dad's father's ashes to some birds, I could see how that would kind of turn you off a little bit, Lauren.
That's at least third date material. Come on.
Yeah.
Did you guys spread ashes together?
Yeah. Because I was afraid he was going to kill me. Because I was like, how did his father die? Like, did he kill his dad?
Yeah.
Not natural causes, bro.
Wow. All right. I can see why that turns you off then, Lauren. That's kind of strange.
Yeah. I was just, like, so relieved, honestly, when I got home and I was not dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Lauren.
Yeah.
He's also on the other line right now.
Are you serious?
I am. I'm sorry.
Hi, Lauren.
Oh, my God.
I'm just a little offended that, I decided to open myself up and let you in on something, personal and special to me, and then you judge me by it,
What? First of all, here's the thing. I'm really sorry to hear about your dad, but you need to understand that that's actually nuts, what you did. Like, I didn't even know your dad was dead. Like, if we've been dating for a while, fine, maybe, but not only was it our first date, it was the first time that I met you. Like, so did you know we were going to do that? Like, that's weird.
No, I had no intention, but we were driving and I saw the birds and I said,
there's birds everywhere. You like pull over and you see a bird.
Make this to my dad, and at the same time, see what kind of connection I have with this girl that I had a great time at breakfast with, had a great time talking to, had a great time driving with, and I thought, maybe she was kind of real. Maybe she was a little bit deeper than just a puddle. That maybe she might
Are you serious? Because I am weirded out when you pulled out an urn on our first date. I'm shallow.
It's a little bit because you can't understand why I'm doing it.
It is weird that you would take me to the top of your car, pull out an urn of your dad's ashes on our first date, and then feed the birds with it.
I mean, I didn't get weird when, you told me about all these traditions you have with your grandma and all these other things.
Yeah, that is f***ing different. I was telling you what we used to make on Thanksgiving. If I told you that she was dead and I baked her ashes into a pie and feed it every Thanksgiving, then it would be the same.
Must I remind you that I overlooked the fact that you completely stunk up my car?
That is so up. Like, by the way, it's like completely weird also to tickle people on the first date. Like,
Oh, yeah, we forgot about the tickling thing.
Very true.
Well, it sounds like you two just had a wonderful time together, and that would mean that I need to ask Lauren if she would like to go on a second date with James. We'll pay for you on a second date. No? You answered before I was even done asking the question, Lauren.
No, I'm sorry. I just can't. I understand that this is very personal to him, but I cannot.
All right.
Aww.
James, I'm sorry, man. No second date for you.
Can't blame me for trying, I guess.
Yeah. Maybe just wait a little while to bust out your dad's ashes on a date,
I could probably try that out.
Yeah, try that, and then also wait a little while to bust out the tickling on a date.
Yes.
She should not order the burrito.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Marianne.
This is she.
Hey, Marianne, how are you? My name is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. Hello?
Oh my god.
What?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey,
Hi.
Marianne, my name is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's
Yep,
radio.
I know who you guys are.
Oh, hey.
Oh, awesome. Well, what's up? How are you?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Not too bad. Thank you for asking.
And for listening. That's rad.
I don't really listen to you guys. I just know I knew someone who did or does.
Oh, would that guy's name be Joseph by any chance?
Yes, it would. Why?
Well, because he emailed us and asked us to call you.
Great. Is it just one of these awkward date things?
Well, kind of. It's called a second date update is what we're doing.
Oh, right. Second
Yes.
date. Okay. Yep.
But you sound so annoyed with us right now.
Yeah.
I'm just, guys, I'm just annoyed that Joseph would have you call me. Like, why would you do that?
Well, because it's a segment that we do on our show. When somebody goes out on a date with somebody and then they get blown off, they'll email us to see if we can get that person on the phone and ask if something went wrong. Now, I know you guys never actually went on a date, right?
Exactly. So I don't understand the phone call.
Okay, well, he said that he really likes you, and he had asked you out a couple times, and you agreed to go out with him, but all of a sudden you stopped talking to him. So that's why he wants us to call you to see if he can get you to go out with him again.
And he thought this would be the best way to do that.
Apparently, yeah.
He thought that you may think it's fun, I think.
Right. Maybe I need to be better. I mean, you guys could already tell in my voice that I'm annoyed, right?
Yes.
Right.
So imagine this in my Spanish class for a whole semester. So why would this make me want to go out with Joseph?
I mean, if he was so obnoxious, why'd you say yes to him to begin with?
I said just like the second day, I think, of class, and I thought it was going to be like coffee and helping him with Spanish.
Oh.
I mean, and then the more I got to know him, the more I was like, if he's obsessed with you guys.
Yeah. I got that from a conversation with him. He sounds like he's a real big fan of the show.
That's how I found out about you guys. It was because of him. He'd be listening to you guys in class, like obviously not paying attention. And no offense, but you guys don't speak Spanish. It's not like, some Spanish radio station.
Right, we're not helping him with his Spanish at all.
So he would listen, and then he'd be like, oh, take my earbud and listen too. I'm like, we're in class. And then he'd be laughing hysterically. He thought it was so funny. And he would just constantly bug me about it. Like, no, you got to listen to them. They're great. They're so funny.
Do you think he was just using it as a way to connect with you?
I'm sure he is, but clearly it's not, the connection was not made, so we just need to let go.
All right. So just tell him to get over it and not contact you anymore. You don't want to go out with him again, you think?
Yes, please, yes. I'm Marianne. What was that?
Oh, that's Joseph. He wants to talk to you.
Are you kidding me right now?
No.
Seriously, guys?
Yeah.
Marianne, I don't understand. I thought you liked children. I mean, come on. They're fantastic. Like Brooke and Jubal and Jose. Yeah,
No,
this is a laugh.
Joseph, seriously?
No, but I mean, you've heard Jubal's voices, haven't you?
This is the biggest turnoff that I could ever come up with.
Wait a minute, come on.
I like being the biggest turnoff ever, Marianne. No, I like that. I take that as the best compliment I've ever received.
She's spot on.
How about Duff? Can you do Duff the Meathead for her? Do Duff the Meathead.
No, I'm not going to do any voices on demand right now for Marianne.
Joseph, you're not getting it. I can't believe you're defending that piece. Like, you need to let it go and try to prove to her that you have a personality outside of talking about us.
Okay, what about the big poop? What about that?
I'm not going to do big poop. No, I'm not doing any voices right now.
Well, Marianne, this is some of the funniest stuff I've ever heard. Huh?
Oh my God, that's Spanish, and you would know that if you actually paid attention in class. So listen, you need to find somebody maybe less intelligent that will love these people. I will think they're so funny.
Okay, excuse me. You have to be intelligent to appreciate humor and to be funny. Okay?
Oh,
okay. If
let's place down on that one.
Jubal's a genius. No, Jubal's a genius. I'm telling you. Jubal.
Okay. Well,
you don't understand.
You need to find. No, I do understand, Joseph. You need to find somebody that sparks so much love that you have for these people. You need to find that for someone else, because you don't have that for me. We just have different senses of humor, okay? You like a certain type, I like a certain type. This is not my type of humor. I don't think it's funny.
I just can't believe there's anybody who would not find this funny.
Believe me, Joseph, believe me, there are a lot of people who don't find this very funny.
Dude, I even have friends that don't find us funny.
No, but all my friends are so into the show. I'm telling you.
Joseph, I think we're having like an unhealthy relationship right now. I think you need to concentrate on you and maybe other people in the real world around you.
But Marianne is real.
We're not real. I'm real, but we never had a first date, a second date. Like, Joseph, you seem like a really nice person. I hope you find what you're looking for. I wish you all the best, but I'm not that person. Joseph, adios.
What?
Exactly my point.
Adios means bye in Spanish,
Yeah.
Joseph. That's what she was saying before she hung up.
I just can't believe she wasn't into you guys. It just blows my mind.
It's fine.
Joseph, I think you need to get over us a little bit.
But I mean, I don't know anyone who doesn't find you guys just the most hilarious, the most entertaining.
Wow.
Honestly, I can't believe she said those things. I mean, she was cracking up the whole time in class. When I was playing.
Apparently, you read the situation wrong, Joe.
Yep.
No, but I mean, the things she was saying about you guys, how can you take that?
It's fine.
Not really a big deal.
Doesn't really matter.
I mean, this really sucks, okay? But, maybe it's for the best, because if someone is not into you guys, I don't want to be around those kinds of people.
You know what, Joseph? I agree. And that's the way you should live your life, okay? Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for understanding.
Yeah, man. All right, well, I'm sorry you couldn't get a date with her.
Well, I'm sure I'll find someone who's into you guys.
Yeah, but congratulations on being on the show, Joseph.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I told her, one day I'm going to be on the show with them. You watch, and look, it came true.
You did it.
Hey, congrats.
Dreams do come true, Joseph.
I asked the universe for it, and I got it.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on that, okay?
Thank you so much.
All right, Joseph.
Oh, and so can we do that phone tap I talked about?
Yeah. You know what, Joseph? I'm going to give you our producer's email. You can email him over and over and over again. When we get that done, okay?
I can't wait. Can you do? Wait, when we do the phone tap, you can do like the Duff.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Okay?
Oh, the big poop.
Yeah, we'll figure this whole thing out.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Christian, please?
Yeah, this is Christian. Who's this?
Oh, Christian, cool. I just want to say that you don't know me, but I know you very well.
Okay, that comes off creepy.
What is this?
What is this?
Who's calling?
Who's calling? That's a really loaded question, Christian.
Tell him.
Who is anybody, really? You know?
Don't get philosophical.
I mean, who are we all?
Look,
Like,
I don't have a lot of time. I'm on lunch. I just love to know what's going on.
all right, well, I was trying to give you some food for thought over your lunch break, but I guess not, Christian.
Oh, God.
Christian, my name's Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Okay.
Okay, and that would be why I started off the phone call with stupid jokes instead of just having a conversation.
Is there something you guys need from me?
Yeah, he's like, you're an expert on this, so I get
What
it.
do we all need, Christian?
Yeah,
What
okay.
do we need in
Drop
life?
the joke. The joke is over.
Yes.
You can hang up, dude.
Christian,
Yeah.
don't hang up. There is something that we need from you. We actually got an email about you from one of our listeners, and they asked us to call you.
Really? Are you being serious?
I don't know, Christian. What is...
Yes,
dang it.
yes,
Yes,
you're
I-
being serious. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I don't even have the patience for him right now,
know.
Christian. I'm sorry.
Christian, I'm being serious. One of our listeners emailed us because they wanted us to contact you.
All right, who?
Her name is Penny, and you guys actually know each other from middle school, and then you guys went out on a date.
Oh, my God. Honestly, I want Penny to leave me alone.
No, that is not the response I was hoping for, Christian.
Wait, what?
Christian.
Yeah, I really... I'm sorry, guys. no offense to you, but I don't need to hear from her again.
You don't. Well, why? Why are you so upset? We talked to her. She sounded nice.
She scammed me. I don't know. That's all I have to say.
What do you mean she scammed you? She said you guys had a lovely dinner date and that you're cute and you make her laugh. Like, whoa, what a scam.
That's really sweet of her, but that is not how our night went.
What?
Well, what happened? Because we talked to her and she said everything was cool.
Well, did she tell you about her friend who sat down at the table?
She did.
Yeah?
And did she tell you that they attempted to scam me?
No,
How?
she didn't tell us that. What do you mean?
Well, both of them were clearly part of some, those things, like multi-level marketing schemes, like pyramid schemes, and they tried to run one on me at the table.
What? What? They like
Whoa.
tried to get you to buy some cleaning products or like a pair of like ladies' tights or something and you weren't into it?
No, actually, it was water filters.
Oh, you're kidding.
They're trying to sell you water filters?
Yeah, not a joke. Like, they were trying to sell me some pure as Amazonian rainwater water filters.
Look, that sounds like you're upset about that. I think it sounds fabulous.
Oh, come
On a
on.
date, it's
Are you
not.
sure you didn't just misconstrue what they were talking about their work and you just thought that they were pitching you or something?
It was just way too coincidental. Like, oh, her friend comes over to the table. Oh, they both love selling water filters. Oh, they want me to sell water filters. Oh, you have a pamphlet on how to sell water filters.
Oh, wow. What's next? Okay.
Excuse me, Christian. This is Penny on the phone. I don't feel like I'm really being fairly represented right now. Am I allowed to cut in?
Well, even if you weren't, you just did, so that's fine. You're on the phone now.
Well, I feel like I'm being dragged in the mud, and I want to defend myself.
Why is she on the phone? Is this all part of this scam? Are you all trying to sell me water filters?
No, Christian,
Actually.
not yet, at least. We're not in the water filter business, but it sounds like Penny is. But we did sort of scam you because, yeah, she's been on the phone listening this whole time.
I'm just like really surprised, Chris. Like that just sounds. I feel like you're making it sound like I was there to sell you a water filter. It was like my friend just happened to be there, and it's like just because we like what we do doesn't mean that we're trying to sell you a water filter or like make you a water filter salesman. Like, do I think it's like a really great gig? Yes, but like, you don't have to.
Listen, you got to put yourself in my shoes. It was all way too coincidental in there, Penny. Like, oh, suddenly he's just at our table and has a pamphlet to show me how to sell water filters.
Yeah.
I mean, I have 3 pamphlets in my purse right now. You just like walk around with them. That's part of it.
That is so weird.
Yeah. and Penny,
It's weird. It's like carrying a business card.
it's not like carrying a business card, Penny.
No, because you're trying to involve everyone around you in your like little pyramid scheme, and
It's not a
not
pyramid
everyone
scheme.
wants to be a part of it.
Well, I'm not trying to involve everyone. I'm just saying, like, if somebody I like wants to be a part of it, like, I want to give them the opportunity to. And I wasn't even the one that brought it up. He did. It's not like I was trying to sell you anything.
Yeah, but you were the one who was like, wow, you should totally do this. It's such easy money. You can keep your day job and make, I don't know, you had all these statistics that you were pulling out. It felt like
I
the date
said-
turned into you trying to make money off of it. You know what I
I
mean?
was just trying to be honest. Like, I wasn't trying to sell you. And that's genuinely how I feel. You can make an extra $5,000 a month. Like, that's not a joke.
That's a lot.
Look, Penny, I want to believe you because otherwise I had a good time. But the
I do too.
coincidences were just one after the other, and it made it so strange.
Could there
I feel like it
Like,
was
what's the
one
bad thing
coincidence
now?
that he showed up.
That he showed up and you two were like a bad commercial, like running through a bit is what made it feel weird, Penny. Like,
But it
all
was-
the
it
things
was
you
just-
said in those 15 minutes felt like I was watching some happy-go-lucky commercial on television.
I mean, honestly, Christian, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it was a coincidence, but it's like after we started talking, you actually seemed genuinely interested in potentially selling, which is why we kept going. Like, are you?
Are you still trying to sell me on this?
Right.
No, I was never interested, not even then, and certainly not now. I just wanted to go out on a date with you.
I mean, that's all I wanted to, but if I think that you're interested, I mean, if you don't want to sell, obviously you don't have to. Like, I could just give you a good discount on one. There's no
my
way.
gosh, Penny,
Oh
what
my
are you
God.
doing?
That's pretty
Penny,
sweet.
Penny.
You got to think about the fringe benefits, Christian.
I feel like the water filters have brainwashed you, Penny.
No, they didn't. They're good water filters.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like you guys haven't even tried. You would probably really like them, and you're on the radio. Like, I have a few. I could email you guys a couple advertising things if you wanted to.
No.
Penny,
Us to
yeah.
advertise?
Everybody else might not be into it, and it's kind of illegal to do that, but I'm in. So
No,
send that to the station.
No.
But let's
Do
get back
not,
to the
Penny.
second date here. We'll talk about our money-making opportunity behind the scenes. We need to talk about your date with Christian. Christian, would you like to go out on a second date with Penny? We will pay for it.
I absolutely no. I don't want to go on a second date. I don't want to be scammed anymore, and I don't think you guys realize what's happening here on the radio because you're being scammed too.
Okay.
Jubal.
Yeah, Jubal is allowed to be scammed. I feel like it's fine.
Yeah, whatever. You guys say that until I'm in Ibiza hanging out
What's that water
with
filter
Penny.
money?
Yeah, exactly. With a boat named Filter.
Yeah.
Look, I know you guys are all joking and making fun of me, but I'm not kidding. Like, you could make enough money to buy a boat if you were good at selling it.
Oh, wow. You got that boat money.
I know, Penny. That's why I'm in. We're good.
Oh, God.
I think you're pulling my leg.
Yeah.
I would never do that to anybody. But Christian,
You don't ruin a good business opportunity when it knocks on your door.
Christian, are you sure you won't go on another date?
Absolutely not.
Even if she didn't bring up the water filter stuff, like you liked her.
Yeah, all that aside.
I don't know if I can not bring it up. It's a part of my life.
All right. Well,
wow.
I stand wrong.
Well, I'm sorry the second date didn't work out for you, Penny. And Christian, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah, and you have fun struggling with those conventional water filters, the ones that burst into flames. You try to use them.
Ooh, you're good already.
Yeah, see?
Can I privately send you the link to these? Because they're really good.
Send it along, Penny.
Oh my God.